at events@originalcompany.com.
Google, the company that virtually owns every single move you make on the internet, advertises on TOC Radio. Geico, the insurance outfit run by Warren Buffett, does the same. Home Advisor, Hotwire, Hulu, Netflix, Angie's List, Zillow, Hotels.com, Amazon, Priceline, and Wayfair all advertise on Mass Reach Radio, TOC Radio. Those companies only exist on the internet. What do they know that you may not? Internet-targeted advertising is weak at establishing new customers. For new customers, they turn to Mass Reach media like TOC Radio. They know if the consumer knows you before they need you, you'll get the click more often. Internet advertising is a perfectly viable way to advertise. But if someone tells you to throw all your advertising on the internet, tell them you will. Just as soon as Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, and Larry Page do the same. TOC Radio. Mass media.
You can watch the show on YouTube or by following the link on Facebook. Now back to Morning Coffee on WFIW.
Yeah, you know, we dropped our feed for some reason. We're back up on YouTube.
Okay, what we're looking for is the logo on Mike's shirt. Give us a call at 842-3715 if you can tell us. If he gets his hands out of the way. If you can tell us what the logo is on Mike's shirt, we're going to get you set up with a pair of tickets to see the Doobie Brothers in Evansville, April 17th.
All right.
Starts with an S.
Oh, she's giving it away. Next thing she'll be telling us what the beeps are on the Fairfield Mystery Voice.
Yeah.
You know, we were just talking as we often call this a testosterone-soaked studio. So we're very happy to have you here because it's important every once in a while to have a different perspective. I don't watch. I just don't watch NFL football. But you do.
I do, yeah.
Why?
Well, I've been watching a little NFL football here lately.
I don't. I'm mad because of the Rams.
Well, I hated the Rams left, but, you know, I like football. That's the worst thing about being open on Sundays during the holidays is I miss most of the football for the season, the fun football, you know, the end of the season.
Okay, so what's the insight? Who's the team to beat?
Chiefs.
I agree. Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
that's what I'm for.
If I was to be even remotely interested, I'd be supportive of the Chiefs. We got a phone call right now.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Is it SIU?
Oh! There's a winner.
You're the winner.
Who's this?
Who is this?
Donnie Rogers.
What? I didn't hear
You said Charlie Rogers?
Donnie
Rogers.
Donnie Rogers. Donnie, do me a favor and call me back right after the show so that I can get your address to send you those tickets. Mm-hmm. Do you mind?
All right, can I pick them up? Can I pick them up out there today?
No, because I don't have them in hand. I have to have them sent to you from the promoter.
Yep.
Okay.
Can you call me right after the show and give me your address so I can have them sent directly to you? It's, we're still 3 or 4 months ahead of it.
Yep.
Thank you.
All righty.
Thanks, Donnie.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Normally I have a radio station logo on.
Yeah.
But I'm going to Vincennes today, and so I have my alma mater, which I've lit them up more than once on the radio. Things have not gone all that well down at good old SIU, but still, I'm an alum, so I wear the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we were talking football. You both like the Chiefs. I think that's okay. We can agree.
Okay.
That if there's going to be somebody, and you're a Big 12 kind of gal.
Well, only because in my household it's a Big 12, but actually I kind of am a Big 12 fan.
Your husband a graduate of
Iowa State.
Iowa State.
We're a big Cyclones fan,
Weren't they the Redbirds at one time too?
Oh, I don't know that.
I don't think so.
No,
It's always the Cyclones?
I think it's always been the Cyclones.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can't find anything to. Usually, when you every nickname now, every mascot, you can find something politically incorrect about it. A cyclone? I don't know.
I don't think there's anything with cyclones.
You can do anything with that?
Yeah.
Looking for some extra cash, this guy from San Jose, California. What do you think about this? This guy found the perfect tenants for a $1,500 a month studio apartment behind his home. He's rented it to a pair of cats.
A pair of cats?
Yes. The rent is taken care of by 43-year-old Troy Good, who saw the studio as a solution to a pressing problem: what to do with his daughter's beloved cats, which he couldn't abandon but also couldn't house in his new apartment. So he bought him a $1,500 a month.
Oh, my God.
That guy's got more money than me.
Well, I'll tell you what, maybe he needs to move to Illinois. We could take some of that money off his hands.
Well, we certainly could.
What do you think about that? I got to just ask, as a business owner, somebody that has to make a payroll every week, you got a new governor coming in, the first thing he says is, I want to raise the minimum wage to twice of what it is right now. Christy, what do you think?
Well, honestly, for a small business, it's just not possible to have that big a jump. Are my employees worth every penny of that? Yes, but I can't afford to pay that. I think we'll lose a lot of the small businesses, the mom and pops. I don't think they'll be able to pull it off.
I'm of the same agreement. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. It will enrich some, but it will dry up jobs, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, yeah.
I think it will too.
You're a small business owner as well.
Yeah, it's going to hurt bad.
It's not going to help us here either.
Now, well, the people that help us out and work, we pay them more than minimum wage.
Okay.
But we don't pay them $15 an hour. And if it does go to $15 an hour, I'll be the help.
Yeah.
Oh. We're going to give you $8.25 and all the 3-day-old flowers you can take home.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's
Well, let's see. I've got George. You think he could help me?
That could be very interesting.
I can just imagine George trying to sell someone a
He
Brighton
can sell
jewelry.
it. Yeah, he can sell it, I'm sure.
Well, that'll look good on you. What's the clothesline that George? He's got to have a closing line. Well, that would look good on you.
Oh yeah.
What do you say? How about it?
Well, so that's the other thing. I've got to get your. While you're here, I know this is a show about nothing, but I'd like to get something out of you here. And by the way, you're going to love trivia today because the trivia master here, Turner's going to be doing that, and you're a part of it coming up here at 10 minutes to.
Oh no, I'm a terrible.
Oh, you'll be
trivia
wonderful.
person.
You'll just be wonderful.
No, I'm not.
What do you think about?
I bet you'll answer more than Mike does.
By the way, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do here when I leave here today on my way to Indiana. I'm driving past the golf course because I want to see firsthand the 200 geese that are there, and I find it appalling that the city couldn't bring themselves to be able to have a couple of shotguns shoo them away.
I agree.
It
should have been a done deal.
You put that off.
They're destroying the greens.
And my understanding, if you believe the local English newspaper, it's all because of an email from somebody that lives out of town that says don't shoot those geese because it's a redneck solution. I'm going to tell you something. I don't kill much on my property, but I'm not a redneck.
If it keeps the golf course in good shape and allows me to play during the summer, I'm all for a redneck solution. I got no problem with that.
$25,000 in red right now, and you're going to have to go in and repair all these holes because these geese are looking for bugs on incredibly expensive greens.
Yeah. Right, and we've already scuttled the other 9 holes. Are we going to be down to 3.5 hole or 4.5 holes?
I just find it just really, and I think. There's a very nice picture of you, Christy.
Oh, well.
Say hello. I find it appalling that we couldn't find a solution to that. So I'm going to drive by there just to take a look on the way out. Okay. The other thing that I thought was interesting was, this the wife airfield thing that I mentioned earlier. Financing, well, that's a no-brainer. How are you going to find financing except for maybe small business administration type loans, and even those are difficult to get these days.
Yeah, you got to jump through a lot of hoops.
To
get one of those.
All right, so that's one problem. Okay, next problem is finding people to mentor. We have people that would do that, don't we?
Oh yeah, I think I definitely have. The college get involved in that part.
And that's I've got to call into
Dr. J
to just say, is the continuing education arm of the college capable of being able to put together something like that?
Oh, I'm sure they. I mean, I think they've had a course in that before.
And then, well, yeah, you spoke at one. Let's put it that way. And then finally, how do you better market your business? Not just by putting an ad in the newspaper or a spot on the radio station, but my gosh, there's a whole new world of digital ways to be able to get your message out. And I know you're starting to tap these channels. I mean,
you almost have to do it, though.
Well, take a look at this place real fast. Let me just real fast. This place, we've got 4 radio stations. We also have a website. Website gets 750,000 hits a month. Maybe 700,000 of them are the obituaries, but they are hitting it. They're hitting it, okay. And
but when you think about it, if they click on the obituaries, they'll look at the obituaries. I wonder what's going on with the news.
That's exactly right.
There's an average of 3 clicks every time they come to the website. So they're looking at the news, the obituaries, and something else.
Maybe the sports, maybe community calendar.
So
maybe they're looking at morning coffee.
And we're on YouTube, and our Facebook page has almost 10,000 likes.
Wow, that's super.
Well, I'm just saying there is a template that other people could use. I'm not saying we've got it all figured out, because we don't, but
it's finding the time to get it all done.
That's it.
When you're a small business person, at night, that's when I do it. One night George said, "You've been on that phone all night." I wasn't on the phone, talking to anybody. I was posting on my Carnegie page. And during the holidays, it was very crucial to get stuff out there. And I have people say, you need to do more videos, you need to do this, you need to do that. Finding the time to get it all done.
We struggle with that same issue.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because you just cannot, you can't.
You got to run the business.
You got to run the business.
Yeah.
And if you're busy, you don't have time to sit around and update your social media.
That's right. And that was one of the things that was in that survey, wasn't it? That people would, like people to help them, make their social media, more productive in their business.
Well, that's another thing. I mean, the truth of the matter is,
you would think there'd be some young kids out of college, one of the groups out there. Maybe they could even come into the stores.
Yep.
And they're,
But here's okay. So I'll get to the bump here, and I'm looking at you because you're one of the preeminent business owners in town. We do have to do something to protect the people that are in downtown and grow downtown. That's vital, not only for jobs, but for this community.
Any town that doesn't have a downtown is dead.
And there are plenty.
There is.
You know what I mean? But where's the leadership that makes that happen? We've got a number of groups in town now.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. I don't want to list all of them, but there's a number of groups that are worried about beautification, about making sure that we have a forum for people to express their opinions about different things. There's the group that, you were nice enough to come out. You and I both volunteered to go out and help with the lights. She came out on her own and took a picture of us out there helping. That whole group that you and Bob Medler were involved in from the very beginning, it's still doing good things by having events that would make people look at the quality of life in Fairfield.
Right.
Where does this all get tied together, Christy?
Well, it has to get tied together, and we got to get the young people, which I'm glad that the Y group is involved. But if you commit, this is the thing that just really aggravates me, is that you will have a commitment of something, and then 2 days before that commitment, they'll say, I've changed my mind. I feel like, if you're going to make a commitment to your community or whatever the project is that you're working on, you need to show up.
And you need to follow through on your promises.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
And it's just, people say yes when they're not really thinking about. But, have you ever said, I wish I hadn't have said yes when the day I have to go do whatever I said I was going to do?
Yeah,
but
I said it, but you know what? I still go and do what I said I was going to do.
Yeah. And that commitment to your community is number one. The mayor needs to be a little bit more vocal with, our business, our chamber. I mean, actually, I did call the mayor, and one of my things is I think the chamber should have a full-time chamber director. I'm sorry.
For a moment, let me just say,
yeah.
the only reason why I was able to pluck the former chamber, I offered her a full-time job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay?
And, I mean,
she loved what she was doing.
She loved it, and she did a great job at it.
Very good.
And I'm saying...
I'm talking about Libby Lingenfelder.
Yes. And, you know, that is the focus of our downtown is our chamber. And you know how many phone calls they get a day, just questions? And one of the girls that works for me that hadn't worked for me very long during the Fall Fun Fest, I bet there was one day, I bet there's 15 people that come in. And she said, Christy, do you realize that you have answered 15 questions, not about anything you have to do, but just to make sure that that got successful? And
that probably should have been answered 2 doors down.
Yeah. And so I think that needs to be, you know, something that we need to do. I think that needs to be a city job, honestly.
Well, didn't it at one time?
I don't think it ever was.
Susan Murphy wasn't.
No,
Susan?
she was the economical.
Okay, but then she was a dual person then, right? She did chamber stuff too.
Well, she might have.
So maybe it was half this and half another. What is that? Oh, I'm sorry. That's me.
Okay.
That's me.
Right.
I've got some side stuff going on here.
Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Did you know that life insurance is more affordable than you think? A small step like packing your lunch for work 3 days a week could go towards the cost of a term life insurance policy from Country Financial. We want to help you turn I can't afford life insurance into I can start protecting my family today. Call me, Steve Thompson, to get started.
Life insurance policies issued by Country Life Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois. Cost per policy will vary.
Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Tucker Hallam Insurance, Wayne City, specializes in families. From auto accidents to home disasters to that very memorable first day of college, you'll have peace of mind with insurance from your Pekin Insurance Agency, putting you and your family first with insurance coverage for your home, auto, life, health, or business, and at competitive rates that will fit your individual needs. Call your Pekin Insurance Agency, Tucker Hallam Insurance today, going beyond the expected.
The Doobie Brothers. Live in concerts. Performing all the hits for one night only. Old National Events Plaza, April 17th. Get tickets this Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss American Legends, The Doobie Brothers. There's more at TheDoobieBrothers.com. Produced by Pepper Entertainment.
If you're looking for a new doctor, look no further than the new SSM Health Provider Finder. Search for physicians online based on conditions and treatments, name spellings and pronunciations, and locations near you. What's more, SSM Health doctors are known for taking the time to listen and connect with you. We call this the healing power of presence. You'll find this helpful tool at ssmhealth.com/doctors.
It's Jeep Days at Lamont Chrysler in Fairfield. Be ready for Old Man Winter if he decides to show his face in a new Jeep. Crazy discounts available on all new remaining in-stock 18 Jeep Renegades, Compass, and even Wranglers. Up to $6,000 in savings on new 19 Grand Cherokees and up to $7,000 in discounts on the all-new 19 Cherokee with attractive Jeep lease offers available. Lamont's prices always include destination and everyone qualifies. Jeep Days ends January 31st at Lamont's Chrysler, 412 East Main, Fairfield, and LamontsOnline.com.
Everyone at Uniquely Rustique wants to thank the shoppers for the great holiday season. The community support is very much appreciated. During the month of January, the girls will be busy cleaning, rearranging, and restocking the shop. Be on the lookout for new home decor, candles, inspirational gifts, and more. New toys and games will be added as well. Keep watch on the store's Facebook page and the big sign out front for information about surprise sales that will be popping up. Come see them Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to 3. Give Uniquely Rustique the pleasure of serving you in 2019. Simply Simply Enough Scrubs and Stuff, 1 mile north on Enterprise is moving inventory. In-stock scrubs, including great brands like Wonder Wink and Grey's Anatomy, are on sale. Buy one, get one free, and that's not all. Simply Enough is also cutting prices on shoes, bags, and cups. Stop in for a sample of their new Phillipstown coffee or check out their new inspirational gift. Another Door Opens custom-made jewelry is available for purchase at Simply Enough. Find Simply Enough on Facebook. Stop in or call Denise to schedule an appointment.
Fairfield area weather forecast calling for cloudy skies today with a high 35. Cloudy tonight, low 32. For tomorrow, rain possible with a high 41. Rain again on Thursday, high 46. Clouds and 39 on Friday. And for Saturday, a rain-snow mixture with a high of 39. Overnight low was 32. Yesterday's high was 34. Currently, humidity at 89%. Winds are relatively calm. The pressure at 30.34 and holding. Cloudy skies right now, 32 at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looking pretty darn good as well. Nothing showing up in Illinois nor in any of our adjoining states.
You can call in to Morning Coffee at 842-3715 and add your 2 cents. You can also message the crew on Facebook by going to the WFIW Facebook page.
I just got a text asking what happened to the air cannons that they used. In 1983, in this town, there was a siege of cowbirds or starlings on the west side of town. You might remember that. I was the news director of the radio station at that time, and they did everything they could think of. They brought in air cannons. The thing about the cowbirds, the starlings, was that they were smart enough to know that it was nothing more than a noise. So they would take flight, and then they would come right back to the tree, okay? And I have a feeling the geese are going to be the same way. You can go out there and disturb everybody on the north side of town, and it's not going to make a difference unless you go out there with a shotgun. That's my view, at least. And talk isn't always cheap.
Okay. Now, I'm going to give you a choice on trivia today.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Do you want me to make it semi-tough?
No.
Or semi-easy?
Because we have this lovely guest here.
Well, if he makes it semi-easy and we don't get it, well, then we really look.
Make it tough.
Make it tough. All right. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Gosh.
Okay.
We're going to be looking at each other. Like,
all right. Okay.
So remember, we don't blurt out the answer. We give
Right.
the listeners a chance.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Do the listeners answer on here?
No.
No.
Okay.
Well, they answer.
Do they?
But
Okay.
they
not to
They
us.
do not call to
Oh, okay.
us and
Okay.
answer. All right.
All right.
Here's one for Vaughn, but he's not around. Roman mythology today.
Oh.
gosh.
Roman mythology. All right. Who is the goddess of sorcery, witchcraft, and crossroads?
My first wife.
I'll give you a hint.
My first wife.
I'll give you a hint. It's what we're doing right now.
The Queen of Kibitz.
What are we doing right now?
We're talking.
Nah, but what are we doing?
We're
right
broadcasting.
now? Nah, what are we doing right now?
I have no idea.
Trivia.
Oh, so
Trivia is the goddess of sorcery,
You are
witchcraft,
kidding
and crossroads.
me.
No.
all right.
Okay, now go to the easy one. One hard one, one
Now,
easy one.
no,
Stay out of the Greek mythology
Let me
stuff.
tell you this. Let me tell you this. This
Okay.
category was listed as trivia for kids.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, well, kids don't
Well,
know.
we haven't been kids for a long time,
That's
so
right.
there you go.
All right. All righty. Okay.
It's been
All right.
decades.
You know,
He's trying to find
which song was the most played number on American radio during the 20th century?
The most played song
Uh-huh.
on American. I have a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
You got an idea, Kristen?
No.
Well, I mean, now it could go one of two ways. Okay, you could say the national anthem because it's played in front of every sports event. You could go that way,
but it's not.
All right.
You mean on radio?
On radio.
On radio. Because I'm not going to. But I didn't say that. I said it could be that.
Yeah, it could be.
I'll go with, because it happens every year and I hear it 18 times. I'll say White Christmas.
No. No.
Not White Christmas.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
It was used in the movie Top Gun in a bar scene.
Oh.
You've lost that loving feeling.
Yes.
No kidding.
Yes, you've
That's
lost
hard to believe.
that loving feeling. Played over 8 million times.
That's hard to believe. I don't believe that.
I don't believe
that
that
at all.
either.
That's
That's the fact, Jack, is what you're saying.
That's what my information says.
I think you're wrong.
All righty.
That was a good song, though.
It was a pretty good movie, too.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
1960, the movie Psycho.
Oh, yeah?
There was a first in that movie.
There was a first in that movie.
The first time this ever happened on film.
In Psycho.
What was it?
Well, I mean, that was the movie that was famous for the stabbing scene in the...
I'd say A Lady in the Shower, maybe?
No.
No?
Has to do with the bathroom, though.
Does have a bathroom.
Oh, yeah, there was blood in the water that went down the sink. It was not good for your sanitary sewer system. Boy, I'm going to pass. I have
The
no
toilet
idea.
flush.
You're kidding.
Oh, no
That was the
kidding.
first time that happened?
First time anybody ever flushed the toilet on TV, on film.
I guess it was left to our imagination.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't think Humphrey Bogart...
I don't even think I noticed the toilet flush.
right.
But it does. Oh, when he does, the blood's going down in there.
Yes, he does. Yes.
Uh-huh.
I guess I never thought Humphrey Bogart ever had to do number 2.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All righty.
Okay.
I know you've been to Vegas. Have you been to Vegas?
Yeah, a long
All
time
right.
ago.
What is it casinos in Vegas do not have?
Toilets.
Clocks. There you go.
You don't flush there.
Well, people don't go to the bathroom because they don't want to leave their machine
That's
or their
right.
seat.
Somebody will take it. It's ready to hit.
All right. Here's a manly man question.
Oh, manly man, you're
Good.
You're
I'm the John Wayne disciple.
First Harley Davidson built in 1903.
Uh-huh.
What was the carburetor on that Harley made of?
What was it made of?
Yeah. What piece of everyday stuff did they use to make that carburetor?
I'm going to say wood.
Nope. A tomato can.
Tomato.
Really?
Yeah.
So.
Well, probably not worth much today.
It's your partner. Your partner's
but
not any good.
But at least you could. I mean, you could get a Bloody Mary out of it, right?
There you go. That's right.
I love it when he fidgets through his.
Oh,
his
I know.
questions.
I'm trying to find the
He's
best
trying to find an
ones.
easy one.
See, what I do is I sit down and I write 10 questions.
Yes.
But no, not him. He's got a stack of stuff.
Where was the fortune cookie invented?
Fortune cookie.
Yeah.
I mean, are we talking about a country or
Yeah,
a community?
What country was the fortune cookie invented in? I will give you a hint. It's not in Asia.
Not in Asia.
Really?
Yep.
Well, that takes care of that answer. The fortune cookie.
Uh-huh.
Boy, you going to take a guess? You have no idea?
No. United States, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. It was?
Yeah.
She knocks it out of the park.
Knocks it out of the park. There you go.
Phew. I don't know what I would have done without, because I was going to guess something else.
Right. Okay. Now, if you don't get this one,
I can't come back.
well, you can't come back. You can come back anytime. What is the cross? If you cross a donkey and a zebra, what's that animal known as?
Confused.
Well, yes, but there is a name.
Donkey and a zebra.
Well, we'll change that.
How about a zool?
If you cross a zebra and a donkey.
So it must start with a Z.
Uh-huh. Think about it.
A zonkey?
Yeah.
Really? A zonkey?
A zonkey.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty good.
Oh, Mark.
See, you just guess sometimes.
Yeah.
You and I, 2 in a row. We had no clue.
Uh-huh.
How many zonkies do you see in Wayne County?
That's
You know what I mean?
right.
All right.
Well, down Pond
All right.
Creek, there might be a zonky or 2.
Got a couple more left.
All right.
Okay.
All righty. What is the 7 continents of the world?
Yes.
What's common
With them?
with the 7 continents?
What is common?
Yeah, with the spelling of each of the 7 continents when you throw out the North and South.
Okay. They all
Like North
end
America,
in
South
A.
America. Yeah, but there's more.
Well, I was right with that, right? They all end.
That's
You were right,
Yes.
but I'll throw in a little more. They all start with A.
Wow.
When you throw out north
Okay.
and south,
Yeah.
okay? Asia, Africa,
Antarctica.
America, Antarctica, and Australia. 6 of the 7.
Wow.
Start with A.
Well, you
And
know,
end
I
with
tell
A.
you what, I belly up to the trough of knowledge and slurp every time you do this.
All right.
And I'm slurping. Aren't you slurping?
I'm slurping.
She's slurping.
Last question.
All right,
Miss
here we
Judy.
go.
All right. Make it easy.
How many pairs of underwear do men buy in a year?
Oh, how many pairs of underwear do their wives buy in a year?
No.
That's the truth.
How many
It is
pairs of
true.
underwear do men buy in a year?
I would
I'd
hardly
say-
ever.
Yeah, I'd say 6.
I'll give you a range of numbers.
Okay.
Okay.
Mike?
2.
I'm going to give it to Mike.
And that is?
3.4.
Oh, my God. 3.4 underwear.
And you know what happens? I mean, this is embarrassing. What happens is she says, there are holes in this
Yeah.
underwear. You cannot wear this underwear anymore.
What if you
It's
get
like my
in an
mom.
accident?
What if you get in an accident?
That's right.
People look at it and they go, what kind of a bum are you that you can't buy good underwear?
I got to do it better with trivia. Because
We hit that one out of the park, didn't
you
we?
did hit that one out of the park.
We so enjoyed
You
having
guys
you
did
here.
okay.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate you asking
We'd love
me.
to
I
have
don't
you
know
back
that
sometime.
I did any.
Oh, you did. You were
Oh,
wonderful.
anyway.
Not only do
I
you,
told you you'd answer more questions.
I don't think I did.
not
though.
only are you always upbeat and delightful to be around, but you have great insight on what it is to be successful in what you do.
It's just
and
hard work, Mike.
And that is something we need to replicate
Yeah.
over and over and over again in this town.
Taking
So
care of your customer, being there.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen
all
her.
personal service.
I've seen her at the Elks go from table to table to table. It's like a bird dog trying to kick up a
But
cover.
I've been in business. I'm going to be in business now 39 years.
Oh,
May.
My goodness.
So I know everybody,
Yeah. Well, thank you for being here.
Well, thank you. It's
We'll-
been enjoyable.
We want you to come back.
Yes, we do.
Well, thank you.
Ken Odie will be here tomorrow.
Okay, Ken.
Take care.
News, talk, sports, and classic rock. This is the station listened to, not just heard. 104.9 WFIW Fairfield, Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in Wayne City. Relax during the cold winter evenings enjoying your Fireplace Entertainment Center. Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, downtown Wayne City.
Fox News.